Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. Only a short one yesterday, today slightly longer. Spent the whole day at Legoland. Spent most of it off social media. Haven't really checked it till this morning. And guess what? We still haven't signed a player. Still. It's now Thursday. Obviously players need to be registered by Friday, which is tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I'll be hopefully trying to do a live show tomorrow around that sort of time to see whether Milenkovic is signed in time before that 12 o'clock window, so that we can discuss that and see whether we sign anyone between now and then. Milenkovic, who knows what's happening? Honestly, everything you read, it's edging closer. Today I read something that West Ham are prepared to go up to 16 million and that will cover the agent fee. So why not just pay the agent fee? There's other ones that saying that he may go somewhere else now. There's other ones that saying that Fiorentina have already got Nastasic, I believe ex-Man City is he, in as their replacement. So, it's all there. The pieces are in place. If you were buying a house, the chain is building up. But still nothing happening. I really want the guy. I like him. I think the Serbians, Serbians, Czech Republic players, all those Eastern European sort of countries have always had good, solid centre backs, that are dominant, strong, hard as nails. So I do want this to happen. He's young as well. Maybe he won't be bought in before tomorrow at 12 o'clock, but hopefully he's bought in over the weekend, ready for the next game. It's just so frustrating though. It is really frustrating, the lack of signings. I see a great video from Gonzo this morning. You will know, guys, I'm a big fan of Gonzo. I watch all of his videos. Here, it really interesting, that he's looked at other clubs, and said, like, okay, Everton, they've bought some players, but they haven't spent a lot of money, like Damari Gray for 1.2 million or whatever it was. And you got Aston Villa who've bought in some good players, but they've sold the best players. You've got Southampton, sold the best player, bought in some players like Armstrong and things like that. So a lot of these clubs have not actually had that pure net money, but barring, your Man Cities and Manchester Uniteds, to have gone and bought anyone anyway. So it's not just West Ham in terms of spending, because obviously even Manchester United, they bought Sancho in, but they want to get rid of Martial, they want to get rid of Lingard, and there's a few other players on that list that they want to get rid of because they need to, try and keep it going. And Gonzo mentioned Inter Milan are desperate to sell the players. Barcelona are just absolutely in pieces. But still, the frustration for me is we need an outfield player. We need bodies. I hate the geezer Jamie O'Hara, but yesterday, there is some validity in what he said in terms of I can see West Ham struggling, and I hate the geezer. I can't stand Jamie O'Hara. He's an absolute. No, I'm not going to swear on this channel, but you know what I'm sort of getting at. If we don't sign anyone, and I don't think we won't sign anyone. I do believe that some will come in, loans will come in, and maybe some transfer deadline day deals. But if the squad is left this thin, and Antonio breaks down, after that window closes or even just before it, we are going to find it so hard. And even without a breakdown of injuries, when that Thursday Sunday starts rolling on in September, that's not a challenge, there's a real challenge to get that going. Listen, I don't think we'll get relegated at all, but in terms of like struggling, and being really tired, it could. We've seen it with better teams. We have seen it with better teams, and I'm not here to be doom and gloom merchant, but this is why I'm frustrated, because with 3 or 4 players, that solves all that problem. Just solves it. Like, it just gives Moyes some players that he trusts that can play those Europa League games, and just mix it up a little bit. It's frustrating. I keep getting some comments, only a couple here and there. Like most of your comments, you're all GSB out, you're pro to get the ball out and stuff like that. There's a couple, that keep coming in. There's no offence to you guys, but I just want to answer some of your points. When you say to me, I can't believe that you're still unhappy. I can't believe that you still dig the ball out. And Don't. This was the one that got me the most. Don't be an echo. Be a voice in terms of why when I'm always ranting about GSB. I've just listed so much stuff there, guys. Yes, we got in Europe in spite of them. Yes, we've got a good team in spite of them. Yes, they put their money on the table. Yes, every now and then they bought a Soufal, they bought a Socek, they bought Bowen, blah, 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 blah. Moyes identified them players. Moyes worked with a shoestring squad. They haven't bought in players yet. They could yet bring in some players, and it will change my mind. If Milenkovic comes in or Lingard comes back, it will change my mind completely. Not into a balled-in person. I will never be that again, but I won't be as negative. The point that I'm making when I make these rants is I've seen it too many times. I've seen it too many times that we've tried. Oh, the price was put up. The agent changed the terms. The other club changed the terms. I mean, it all turns out to be lies anyway from Sullivan. The pressure needs to be put on now, and it's not towards the team. I love the team, not the regime. The famous line that comes from Hammers United. The pressure has to be put on now so that we don't have to wait till January again to see the same lies, to see money disappearing. Put the pressure on now. First game, before the game, pressure on. Watch the game, enjoy the game, get behind the team. As soon as the game finishes, put the pressure back on them. We have to sign players. This club us as fans deserve more than that. We deserve to, be given some ambition. I'm not saying here win the title. I'm not saying win a cup. I'm not saying win the Europa League. But just stay competitive. James, the guy who watches the channel, he always says this line, and it always sticks in my mind. Clubs that stay still go backwards. And that is what will happen. We've reached this real good, feel-good thing about the team. Like the team, I love the team. I love what the team's about at the moment. I love the atmosphere. I love they will die for each other on the pitch attitude. I love the backroom team. But there's just that little bit that could just make this so much special if they win and got some players. Like I say, when people are saying, oh, I wouldn't pay this for Abraham, I wouldn't pay this, and I wouldn't pay him these wages, and I wouldn't pay him that. It's not our money. I just want someone to come in and pay whatever it is for a player that the manager wants. Let the manager die on this all. If it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't work out, then you can go, okay, the manager wanted these players. We backed him. It didn't work out. But at least we tried. At least we tried to sign a player. It didn't happen. The classic Sullivan line. No, actually try by buying the player. Let them have a go. And we see what happens. Every transfer is a gamble. Every single transfer is a gamble. Jesse Lingard was a gamble. It paid off. Dimitri Payet was a gamble. Paolo Di Canio, all those years ago, was a gamble. Paid off. Worked out. Not all of them do. Not all of them do. And tends to be the big money ones for West Ham that don't work out. But it's becoming incredibly frustrating now. And I don't want this to... I don't want, people to fall out over it, in terms of if you're GSP in or GSP out. You're all entitled to your opinion, but I'm also entitled to come back with my response to comments when people were saying I'm negative and people saying this. I am not negative about the team. I'm negative about the club. Last thing, Pie Capital apparently ready to bid again. I don't think Golden Sullivan will sell. I don't know. I just, when they've publicly come out and said they won't sell, maybe they don't like being embarrassed. Very, very narcissistic Sullivan. He likes to be in control. He likes to be the big man. I use that very loosely. So I can't see much developing here. And I think they're just using this as a way of not spending much money. We'll see where the money is. You know what I mean? If it's borrowed money, I'm not interested. If it's money that's actually there on the table, all these investors have put the money in and they're going to put money in the training ground and stuff like that, then I'm all for it. But we'll see. At the moment, it's a bit shady. Apparently the guy who's like the lead guy of it is apparently in a bit of trouble in his own country, allegedly. So it remains to be seen what happens there. This video hasn't really got much rhythm to it. It's one of my rants again, and I do apologise, guys, for constantly ranting after feeling so positive about the team, which I do, and I'm really excited for the Newcastle game and borrowing St Maxim and Callum Wilson if they're fit. What can I say, guys? Until someone signs, I have to keep up this pressure. listen, I only get a few views, you know what I mean, 1,000 views here and there. But even if my voice is the smallest voice in the West Ham community, I have to, I have to use this platform to show I'm not happy. I'm not happy with my team being left behind after there's such a fantastic base there to be a top side. We could be that Leicester, we could be that West Brom, we could be that Wolves of a couple of years ago. But it just needs that little bit of ambition and that little bit of drive to go forward with it. Anyway, guys, apologies for today's video. I'll be back with a live video tomorrow or later if Milenkovic does sign. Who knows? Until next time, guys. Come in your irons. Keep believing. Let's go.